Hello everyone, Anthony Wood of Woodman Gaming here, stealing a little bit of Alan Thompson's thunder, and I will be covering the Dovetail Games rebuilt Class 47-8, and unfortunately I've got a little bit of a window glitch because I alt-tabbed out, and this is a new development from them. I don't know, they've never once revisited DLC after they've made it. And usually, if they do, it's just a repaint, but this is something a little bit more special, so I figured it would be something I should cover. So, to start off with this career scenario is, good afternoon driver, your last service before Christmas awaits. You'll be driving a Virgin Class 47 from Lanark to Rutherglen, making multiple passenger stops along the way. Please allow passengers to board here before departing. Just that. And upon entering the cab, you'll find something kind of neat. One is that you can actually operate the AWS cutoff lever and change ends properly. The handbrake is operable, and the cab textures are vastly improved, even though, albeit a bit shiny. I think there's something a little wrong with the alpha channel, but, I mean, it is definitely an upgrade from what the old 47 was. We actually have an operable master key. I'm already ready to go here. So I'm not gonna be doing really great with as far as engine score goes, or game score goes, because I will not be paying too much attention to it. But I figured I'd show things off here. Unfortunately, it kind of has the standard of no operable doors or windows. That is kind of disappointing. And you can hear that it uses the EAX, which unfortunately not on all computers works, like mine. The model itself has been also upgraded as far as textures go, with higher resolution textures, and you will see that it actually has Virgin branding, albeit a little fuzzy. The Mark II coaches are also redone in some ways, with some higher resolution textures. Actually, the logos on here look much better, as well as more interactive features on the model itself, as well as some upgraded sounds. So if we take a look here, you have stuff like the compartment lights, which actually don't look bad, and they have some shadow casting, which is nice to see, despite eating frame rates on a lot of people's computers. You have operable things like the foot warmer switch, which unfortunately they don't have like a defroster blower sound for. Things like the cab heater that also don't have sound, but the switches operate, which means that if anybody were to make an enhancement pack for something like this, you would be able to have working controls, which is really, really welcome to see. They even have a operable camera view, so you can see all the controls in plain view. And the taillight switch is operable, and will operate the taillights on the head end of the train. Your demisters also have operable switches. Your desk lights and your instrument lights also turn on and off. And then you can turn on things like your marker lights. And things like... there are faults on this locomotive as well. So if a fault occurs, you can reset it. So if you overload your traction motors, you can do that. And you can also test your fire alarm. My ETH is currently turned off, but I can turn that on as well. You can also use your anti-slip brakes, which is pretty cool. The screen wash button works, although it is out of order, as it says. And then your wipers, I believe, are air operated. And they're variable speed, no less, which is actually really cool. Or is that the delay? I can't remember. I can't tell if I turned it off. It seems like it stuck, which is fine. Whatever. So overall, it's a nice upgrade compared to what they usually do. Now, I haven't quite... Here's your ETH, so you can turn your ETH on. It sounds like it's a separate generator, not the main engine. Interesting. And then you have your headlight switch here. So they've... Oh, it is. My engine just started smoking a lot more than it was. Interesting. So they've gone great lengths to upgrade the model from what it was. Although, from what I can tell, it looks like Master Key Simulations is working on a completely new model for, I'm not sure if it's a 47 or like the 57-3 Thunderbird, but it'll be something quite interesting to me. So we've got a bit of a late start here, but I may as well restart the scenario for you so I can actually get a decent score. And I will show you some of the sounds that they've included, which I'm sure I can't write off as being terrible so far. I can tell that for certain there are no Armstrong Powerhouse, mainly due to the fact that the sounds are not separate between the two. But it is what it is. So I'll turn on the ETH. It seems to make smoke pour out of the engine for whatever reason. I don't know if they had an auxiliary generator for the ETH or how it exactly operated. Reading into it, it looks like they had ETH just powered off the main engine. Looks like we're ready to go, so there we go. Ooh, it seems to load quite realistically. Well, I don't know about it pulling that many amps. Oh no, wait, this is not a 57, so sorry about that. I forgot that the 47's operated differently. I have a 5-car train, so it would not surprise me that a train this light would accelerate kind of rapidly for a locomotive like this. These did have quite a bit of horsepower, but I still feel like it was quite a bit stronger than it should be. Here's another cab view. Overall, it doesn't feel bad. It does not feel bad at all. We'll see how the sounds are. It seems like the wiper speed is correlated to it seems like the horn isn't exactly playable. I feel like I've heard that AWS bell before in like every DLC. But yeah, the wipers are definitely dependent on how fast the engine's going, and I think for air-operated wipers, I don't think that would be the case in the least. If it was something like electrically operated ones with an alternator, an auxiliary alternator that doesn't quite work properly, I could believe it, but this just doesn't sound right. Yeah, look at this. As I increase the engine speed, the wiper increases speed, which doesn't sound very good. Doesn't seem that they're variable speed based on my components. Outside we've got some exhaust effects that don't look fantastic. They're a constant stream. Though it does seem that the shutters for the radiator intake operate based on some variable. I can't tell what, maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's not based on it. There's a nice contactor closing sound. There's some brake rubbing sounds. Air brake sounds. There's some brake rubbing sounds, which is a first. Usually they don't have that standard dovetail sound pack. I can actually overcharge the brakes too, which I don't know if I want to try. Kind of decent flash goes on, so it's a little bit underpronounced. And as you can see, my wipers have slowed down now that my engine speed has slowed down too. Quite strange. I don't think the horn sounds are different depending on where I'm at. And I feel like they should definitely be louder based on where I'm sitting. A lot of the sounds are dependent on the engines. It's just not so weird. So something else I can check out while we have a nice higher speed is coach interiors. Now, I've certainly never ridden a Virgin train service, especially not during this time in the 90s. But I feel like, based on their scheme, that a green interior is kind of clashy with the general aesthetic of the Virgin's livery. It just doesn't seem right. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean that. Change passenger cabins. There we go. Follow this letter. So that'll send me back into my corner. Turbo engines. It doesn't seem variable on conventional. Oh, I will have you know that I do have reshade on it, so there's what it looks like without reshade. Not bad. Not bad at all. I prefer to run with reshade on this one since I washed out on this one. Something I noticed here, just going past that signal, is that the AWS is audible from outside the cab. It doesn't seem quite right. I mean, I get why they do that, but it's not right. This isn't train sound. The other thing is that upon the scenario starting, it seems that they've learned that people don't particularly want cab lights on when they start up their scenario. It's very irritating to a lot of people, especially people with lower engine seats, to have the frame rate killing cab lights on. Now what they could have done is had the instrument lights on, but it seems like they've come to a reasonable conclusion that nobody wants cab lights on this time. That's nice animation there for the driver's blind. Another good one there. I'll try this again without ruining it. So it seems like the same interior for all the Mark IIs. Variants. So you hear a little bit of traction motor noise. I'm not exactly sure how good that is, but based on what I've heard in the 50-second, it's not excellent. I think this is on the West Coast mainline, and none of the curves are super elevation. Says I can go 100 miles an hour. This tops out at 95. Beside that, But they did do, I think, to be quite fair, they did enough work to the model and the cab interior to justify charging for it. This would open up a lot of potential future scenarios and enhancement packs to use this base mesh to make better 47s in other liveries as well. Stuff with operating buttons and switches that even if Dovetail didn't make them have any operating sound, it's nice to see so other people can put sounds to it. Oh, cool. I mean, the fact that it has random faults in its own is pretty cool. I don't know how they have it programmed, but it is pretty cool. Oh god. This is why I should go like that. The brakes actually take some time to set up too, it seems. I don't know how much further I have to work. I'm gonna blow this one. Oh, Alan, this is for you. So it seems that the brakes have some realistic performance. Brilliant. Oh, thanks. I need to go to the academy. Piss off. I'm not going to do this stupid. So, yeah. It seems that the trains have some realistic weight and braking. So I will give Dovetail a thumbs up approval for this. I mean, some pretty decent brakes also. So I do notice a lack of a self-test between your off position and your directions. But the fact that they have master key and everything else working, pretty cool. So I would recommend buying it, to be quite honest, despite its faults. I'm sure that there are people in the community that are able to make things work properly. I mean, there's tons of talent out there, other than Armstrong Powerhouse, that are able to make decent sounds, really great reskins, and the model isn't that bad. However, like I said, Master Key has been working on a 47 car body, whether it's a 47 or a 57, I can't tell yet. So you might find yourself burned within the next year or two. I mean, you buy this and, oh, cool, you know, we've got this new 47, and then a new 47 comes out. And that would be kind of irritating, and I can totally understand it. So for now, thanks for watching my total failure of scenario playthrough, but thanks for watching the review in general, and look out for more. I think I'll be covering the HST as well, as they've done some actually updated audio to that, which is quite surprising. So thank you all for watching.